We are now in video tutorial 6, wherein we will prove trigonometric identities. So here we have to prove that 1 plus secant x multiplied with cosecant x minus cotangent x is identical with tangent x. So in an identity, we have two sides, left and right. We manipulate or we do our working on the more complex side. So in this case, it's the left side. So we will be working on the left hand side. We will change this side into tangent x. How? By using the identities that we have learned. So here we notice we have secant x, cosecant x, and cotangent x. So let us remember the identities that we have learned for reciprocal. So secant x is the reciprocal of cosine. So it can be written as 1 over cosine x. Then cosecant x is the reciprocal of sine x. So this would be 1 over sine x minus cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. However, if we use 1 over tangent here, then we'll have, can be, but we can think of another identity for cotangent, which will make the simplifying easier. Here, we already have cosine x and sine x. So, instead of writing cotangent x as 1 over tangent x, we can just write it as cosine x over sine x. Because we already have cosine and sine here. And then from here, we simplify. So how do we simplify? Each bracket, we combine as a single fraction. So this will give us cosine x. So this will be cosine x plus 1. While here, this will be 1 minus cosine x over sine x. Okay, so now they are both single fractions. So how do we now proceed? By multiplying. So this multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So I'll have here, this can be simplified as 1 minus the square of cosine over the denominators will now be cosine x sine x. When we get here, how do we proceed? You need to remember an identity which is connected to this. 1 minus cosine squared x is identical with the square of sine. 1 minus the square of cosine is equal to the square of sine. So now, we will simplify it to this. And then, this can be written as the square of sine like this over cosine x times sine x. Which means, we can divide this 2 and we will have sine x over cosine x, which is tangent x. And we have succeeded in making the left-hand side into the right-hand side. So we stop the proving from here since we already got our goal.